Cheese and crackers! What is up, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Jesse's Drone Adventures. In today's episode, we're actually in Minnesota! Oh yeah, you betcha! I'm here for a few days visiting friends and family members, so I figured, you know what, we're gonna keep the adventures going. And we're actually heading to Hastings, Minnesota right now, a place I've never been to, but I got word there's a pretty cool waterfall there called Vermilion Falls. I looked it up on Google, and it looked pretty damn awesome. So we're on our way there right now. We should be there in about half hour, right around there. We're gonna break out the GoPro, give you guys an up-close look, and then we're gonna break out the drone and take a look at it from the air. This should be pretty promising. Stay tuned. All right, guys, good news is we are almost there. Bad news is it looks like there could be Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt weather any second over there. But over here, it looks nice. But over there, it looks like there could just be a storm a-brewing. So hopefully we can get there quick enough and get the bird up in the air and take a look at the waterfall. It might not even rain either. I didn't look at the forecast, but I'm just hoping that it doesn't, because I just drove like 60 miles, and I really want to see this waterfall. So, I mean, this GoPro is waterproof. The drone's not, but the GoPro is. We are almost there. I'm pretty darn excited. This is like the third waterfall I'll be seeing in Minnesota since my stay here. I don't know a whole lot about this place. Like I said, I just found it on Google, so when I get the drone up in the air instead of playing cool music, well, I'll still play cool music, but I'll probably do a little narration so that way you guys can learn a little bit about the place. Because I want to learn a little bit about it too. I just don't want to stare at it and go, ooh, ah, I want to learn. There's a river, there's a river. Oh, I'm excited. And it's probably not going to be like really busy either. Usually these small town waterfalls like this people have been to many times, so they're usually not packed. But it is a few days after Memorial Day though too, so you never know. Vermilion Falls Park! Alright guys, we made it to Hastings, Minnesota. This is Vermilion Falls. That is quite the sight to see. Can't believe I lived in Minnesota my entire life and just now noticed this. A little gloomy out, but you know what? It kind of adds to it. I'm sure this was some sort of, I'm gonna guess, flour mill back in the day. Minnesota was known quite well for that. I bet after a storm or like after winter in the springtime, this just gets filled. Alright, adventure goers, Vermilion Falls Park is located at 215 21st Street East in downtown Hastings, Minnesota, 55033. I'll drop a pin down in the description below for you. It's easily accessible and it's a fee-free area, and it's only about a 2-minute walk from the parking lot to the actual falls themselves, so even your old out-of-shape grandparents should be able to make it. And hey, if you're ever thinking about traveling to Minnesota, then you definitely need to stop here. It's a whopping 35-foot tall waterfall that you can gaze at from the observation deck, or you can even hike down into the gorge and get pretty close to it. But just make sure you mind the plant life because there is restoration going on, so yeah, keep that in mind. Also, the mill that you see here is known as Ardent Mills, and it was built in 1853, according to www.visithastingsminnesota.org/Vermilion Falls. It was the first operating mill in Minnesota. Oh yeah, you betcha. Just for the record though, not many Minnesotans actually talk like that. People have just seen that movie Fargo one too many times and think they're an expert on Minnesotans. But anyway, the flour mill was originally powered by the Vermilion River, but that's no longer the case today. It's a pretty good sized park too, which makes great for picnics, family outings, taking your dogs for a walk. It's also a great place to drop off your in-laws if they become way too annoying on the car ride there, but don't worry, they'll find their way home. This place is definitely a beacon for photographers too. The landscapes are quite stunning, especially if you're there at the right time and can catch a good sunset. Perfect. Alright guys, and that's about all the time I got for you on today's episode. If you liked what you saw, then definitely go ahead and go Conor McGregor on that like button. And if you don't get that reference, let me translate. If you liked what you saw, then definitely go ahead and click that like button. I did film quite a bit while I was in Minnesota, so if you want to see my other Minnesota adventures, then comment, oh yeah, you betcha, down below. And don't worry, we will definitely be back with the Arizona adventures in the next week or so. And oh yeah, before I forget, if you don't think my channel is complete crap and you're into my adventures, then go ahead and click subscribe, because on my channel we explore scenic places, abandoned buildings, historical structures, and pretty much everything in between. So until next week's episode, y'all take care.